After 3 trials, we have secured the convictions of leaders of both the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers for seditious conspiracy, specifically conspiring to oppose by force the lawful transfer of presidential power.
After more than 3 months of trial, the Justice Department gained a huge win today with a conviction of 4 members of the Proud Boys in connection with the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. Now, one of these convictions could be the green light for DOJ to go after Donald Trump and members of his former administration. Welcome into TYT Overruled. I am your legal analyst, Adrienne Lawrence. A D.C. federal jury on Thursday convicted 4 members of the Proud Boys, including their former leader Enrique Tarrio, of seditious conspiracy for plotting to keep Trump in power. The lone defendant, who was not a leader of the Proud Boys, Dominic Pezzola, was acquitted on the seditious conspiracy count. This rarely charged crime alone carries a maximum of nearly 50 years in prison. Now, despite the potential of spending half of a century in the pen, the 4 defendants handled it rather well, per the New York Times. As the verdicts were read in the 4th floor courtroom, Mr. Tarrio, Mr. Pezzola, and the other defendants, Ethan Nordine, Joseph Biggs, and Zachary Rell, remained steely. With the exception of Mr. Pezzola, the men were also found guilty of conspiring to obstruct the certification of the election, which took place at the Capitol on January 6th. All 5 defendants were convicted of a 3rd conspiracy count as well, which accused them of interfering with the duties of members of Congress that day. Indeed, Pezzola may have evaded seditious conspiracy conviction here, but he was convicted of other crimes, and rightly so, as the former Marine was the most violent of the 5 men on January 6th. He used a riot shield to smash the Capitol window and ignite the breach that day. Now, today's conviction, particularly that of Proud Boy leader Enrique Tarrio, is especially relevant for Jack Smith as he conducts a special investigation into Trump and co. in terms of their involvement in orchestrating the 1/6 attack on the Capitol.
Proud Boys, stand back and stand by. But I'll tell you what, somebody's got to do something about Antifa and the left, because this is...
Trump and his cronies should be very concerned for 2 reasons. First, Tarrio's conviction for seditious conspiracy makes it more likely that DOJ could also get a conviction against Trump and his cohort. Tarrio wasn't even present on January 6th because he'd been booted out of D.C. for a weapons violation. And that tells me that prosecutors believe that jurors are willing to convict individuals who aided and abetted, even if they did so from afar and they weren't anywhere near the Capitol on January 6th. And second, Trump and co. should be concerned because these high-ranking members of the Proud Boys are now facing up to 50 years in prison on just one of the charges. To the extent that they have not sung yet about Trump and his involvement, well, they're definitely going to sing now, and loudly, willing to offer their testimony against high-ranking names. And so whatever it takes to avoid spending the rest of their lives in a 6x8 cell, I think we can see coming. So, do you think that these Proud Boys are going to be willing to turn over any particular intel or turn on whomever they have yet to? You let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hit the like and follow button, and thanks for watching.